Hi, this is Betsy and Warren Talbot, co-authors of Married with Luggage, What We Learned About Love by Traveling the World. Today we are in Brussels, Belgium, the next stop on our International Love Affair book tour. It smells a little bit like waffles and beer everywhere here. It's a little bit...
I know, it's difficult to just sit outside and have this conversation. Like right below the camera, right out of the sight, should just be waffles and beer, and that should be the extent. And we're just like hurrying through this video in order to get to it.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Oh yeah.
No.
Don't let on.
Actually, what we're here today to talk about is kindness.
The importance of being kind to your partner as a way to connect more closely and to ensure the success of your long-term relationship.
Now, this sounds completely obvious, I know, but we just read this article, and you explain that a little bit.
So the idea of the article is that kindness is what determines happiness and success or failure of a relationship. But more importantly, it's this idea of bids of love. These small things that we do throughout the day, like Betsy, look at this picture, look at this article I found, look at this sunset, why don't you come and help me do this? That type of scenario, those little bitty elements that I'm looking for a connection with Betsy. And
so the more of those that I accept, the greater our chances of success in the relationship.
And
happiness.
And the more accepted that I'll feel, the more connected that we'll feel together. But I feel like, as we were talking about on the walk this morning, it discounts the idea that you and I are different people and we have very different styles of how we relate to each other.
Now, we spent an entire chapter on this in the book because it is such a life-changing revelation for us, and we think this might be true for you too. I'm an introvert, you are an extrovert. So your bids of love, to me, can sometimes seem a little bit overwhelming.
This is more like, come on, let's do something. Come on, love me, come on, let's talk.
It's like having a puppy. And I know that sometimes you can feel like I'm being cold and distant whenever I really am just recharging and need a little bit of time and space on my own.
Right, and so I need to be able to do those bids of love and get the connection, but I can't discount the fact that you need that time. And so I have to be very respectful and aware of this. Even though I may not understand it completely because it's not in my nature, by having the communication about it, at least I can know that I shouldn't be bidding for love in those moments where you need to recharge.
And I should realize that even when I have a natural tendency to kind of be on my own and do my own thing, that your bids of love are something that need to be responded to.
Well, they need to be responded to in a way that's not, shut the hell up, leave me alone. I'm not saying that you've ever done that, but maybe.
Leave me alone with my waffles and beer.
But instead what I need is I just need you to say, hey, honey, I need a little bit of time to recharge. I'm at that point. Then I understand that it doesn't need to be very much, but at least my bids are not completely discounted and ignored. You understand it, but you need me to, back the hell off.
Right. Now, this article is making the rounds. You've probably seen it on Facebook and some other places, and it does have a lot of merit. But the Married with Luggage take on this is that there is a slight upper level of this that needs to be taken into consideration.
Well, you need to take into account your styles and how each of you are going to approach that. And I think that's really important. And so for us, knowing what you need and what I need and understanding that intrinsically before we start bidding for love, although I'm prepared to bid for love constantly, I will bid for your love all day long. I will be like an auctioneer. I'm just going to raise up my paddle all day long. How's that going to work?
This reminds me of the podcast that we did not so long ago with Jenna McCarthy when she said, treat your partner like a dog. Good boy. Way to go. Yeah. And encourage. She was really spot on.
That's exactly what I need. Very excited.
So anyway, this is the Married with Luggage take on kindness in your relationship, coming to you from Brussels, Belgium, where we are about to go and share or not share a waffle and some Belgian beer.
Until next time, au revoir.
Au revoir.